Hello students, this is a prime English book of class 3. Today we are going to learn chapter number 1 and the topic of the chapter is the attic. Before I tell you the meaning of attic, look at the pictures. Okay, what you have noticed? Here one is kitchen and one is bedroom, right? So, what are the differences between these two rooms? Bedroom is spacious whereas kitchen is not spacious. Bedroom is used for sleeping purposes whereas kitchen is used for cooking purposes. So, now let us begin the story. First, I'll read a paragraph one by one, then I will explain it to you accordingly, right? So, rain, rain, rain. How it rained! The great drops ran down the glass in streams. Mohan, Afzal and little Noori watched it for a long time. Oh dear, they said at last, do you think it will ever stop raining? We want to go out and play. Okay, according to the paragraph, it was a rainy day, right? Three friends, Mohan, Afzal and Noori, were watching rainfall through windows for a long time. As you are seeing in the picture, okay? Look at the picture. How they are watching outside, how they are looking outside through the window, right? So, and drops of rain were coming down like streams on the glass. Streams means a small narrow river, right? One of them asked that, is it going to stop the rain? You know why he asked? Because they all wanted to go outside to play. Move on to next paragraph. Mohan had an idea. Why don't we go up to the attic and play? He asked. The other two thought it was a wonderful idea. Of the three friends went running up the wooden stairs with noisy feet. They found three old brooms and began to play soldier. Mohan first, then Noori with Afzal last of all. The attic wasn't very large, but the children made space to play, right? So according to this paragraph, Mohan got an idea, okay? Mohan got an idea and shared with his friend that why we are not going up to play at attic. Where? At attic, right? So let's go out there and we will play there. When Mohan shared an idea, his friends were willing to go because they thought that it was a wonderful idea. Wonderful means extremely good idea, right? So they started running up with noisy feet on wooden stairs. Noisy means making some kind of noise, okay? Some kind of sound, okay? With their feet. And they were walking on the stairs, okay? They were running on the stairs, and stairs means a set of stairs leading from one floor to another, right? And you know what they found? They found three old brooms. Brooms means long-handled brush which is used for sweeping, okay? We mostly use these things in offices, home, etc., right? So, they were playing as a soldier, okay? As you are seeing in the picture that how they are holding it, how they are holding the brooms, right? Look at the pictures. They were holding it like a rifle, okay? They were like a soldiers used to carry it, right? Used to hold it. Now, move on to next paragraph. While they were playing, Afzal's mother was baking her special cookies for them downstairs. Her secret was that she dipped the dough in sugar syrup to sweeten it. She could hear them as they marched along. She could even hear Afzal's command, about turn, every time they reached one end of the room. Okay, so while they were playing, Afzal's mother was baking cookies. Baking means cooking, and cookies means some biscuits, right? Sweet biscuits. So she was making some biscuits for them with the secret of dipping the dough in sugar syrup. Dipping means to put something down quickly into liquid, right? And she was putting it into sugar syrup. Sugar syrup means melted or the liquid form of sugar, right? Actually, syrup means a liquid form. So, melted sugar. Syrup means melted sugar, right? So, just to make sweeten, right? And she was preparing all this thing at downstairs, and downstairs means ground or the lower floor of a building, right? So, as well as she was hearing the march of the children and even command of Afzal. Command means to give an order, right? And she was hearing the command of Afzal that he was saying about turn, and about turn means to turn back, right? As soon as they reached one end of the room. Now move on to next paragraph. By and by, they were tired of playing soldier. They pulled down some old dresses and hats that were hanging on a peg, put them on and acted like grown-ups. Then out of an old box, they dragged a scrapbook full of pictures and sat down to look them over. So after a while, after a few times, they were tired and pulled down some old dresses which was hanging on a peg. And peg means a small short pin or a bolt which was on the wall, okay? And they were taking that dresses and putting it into them, and they were acting like an older ones, okay? They were acting like an older ones, okay? Then they dragged a scrapbook from an old box and started to look pictures of that scrapbook, right? So move on to second last paragraph. In the meantime, Lata arrived. Lata was Afzal's friend. She was wrapped in a yellow raincoat and was wearing matching glow shoes. She had brought a basket with two of her extremely lovable kittens in it, right? So, in the meantime, that means at that time, Lata came. You know who is Lata? She was a friend of Afzal. And she was wearing yellow raincoat with a matching glow shoes. That means she was wearing a yellow glow shoes, okay? And raincoat and glow shoes are the materials which we use during a rainy season, because these two are the waterproof cloth and waterproof shoes, okay? And she was wearing a yellow raincoat and yellow glow shoes, okay? And even she was carrying a basket with extremely means very, okay, very lovable kitten, and kitten means baby of cat, right? Okay, now move on to last paragraph. Afzal and his friend were in the attic, said Afzal's mother. So Lata ran up to find them. She did find them. But what do you think they were up to? All of them were fast asleep. Okay. Afzal's mother said that everyone is in the attic. So Lata ran to meet them, okay? But she saw that everyone was in deep sleep, right? And this was the end of the story. Now, let's go through our exercises portion of this chapter. Before you begin, let me tell you one thing. Please use 4-line copies for English as I have used, okay? As well as look at the patterns that how you have to start your exercises. Do as I have done, right? Write every detail as I have done. Date should be in your right place, date, chapters, okay, everything should be accordingly that I have done, right? So here are some new words or word meanings and question answers which I have solved. You have to copy it in your exercise copy, okay? But few exercises I have done in my book. Even you have to do it in your book. But please use pencils to write both in your copy and as well as in your textbook, right? Okay. This is the end of the exercises. Again, I am telling you that please use pencils while you are writing on your book or in your copy, right? But do it neatly. Thank you.